develop serious concepts on a high level, be that physics or logic or psychology or fucking whatever, as long as it's the realist shit with like science or reality. And it's like, because I want to know, like, alright, how the fuck did they figure out how old the earth is? How do they know? No, 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 no. It starts with the theory, but then they did some experiments, like, let's do it. Because I think they got close, and I was like, well, alright, so it's printed in enough places, whatever. Basically, the thing is that it sounds like they kind of know how old it is. They sound pretty confident, right? So if it's that confident, then they probably got something to be confident about. What the fuck is that? So I want the confident shit, not the huffy puffy shit. So I'm like, alright, let's find out, dude. And then, so when I got the real scoop, right, on yeah, as real as it gets, bro. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, man. 2 scoops, Baskin Robin. The real scoops. Well, when I was like, you know, well, how do you do that? Okay, well, what is that? Okay, and then how reliable is that? Okay, well, how do we know how reliable or not? Oh, okay. So, I was like, yeah, dude, that sounds pretty fucking legit. I would totally believe the results that came back. So, like, here's a simple way to understand what I'm saying. How in the early days of like sailing ships, did they have a topography map of the oceans? They didn't have radar or anything. So, like, did they just guess? Yeah, what though? Good, how'd they do it? What'd they do? But how deep they knew is the topography, you understand? Deep and height. How? They just guessing at that shit? Bro, you're telling me that if you believe that anybody knows or got close, you're crazy. The depth of the ocean? Or even close? So what were they drawing? I have the solution though, that's why it's a good example. But go ahead. How? Tell me. Bro, you're about to skip over the only thing. How? The question I asked my own question was how, in your own example, your only... Okay, that's why I said the bottom of the ocean, because it's even harder than your example. How do you look at the bottom? I know, but see, here's what's up. When I tell you how, you're gonna be like, oh, that's plausible. Watch. So, I'm not saying they had like fucking millimeter accuracy. They had rough topography of the ocean floor pre-technology. Early maps of the ocean floor were based on soundings, which involved lowering a weighted line into the water to measure the depth. They would let it drop until it stopped, pull it back up, and measure how long that was. Is that plausible or not? Now you say, well, how miles? Miles. Yes. The only purpose of the ship is to take soundings. They had a rope on. The only thing they had was a rope and a string. They knew it was fucking deep. They literally had miles and mile long rope. Yes, they did. Yeah. But did they ever think of that? But the thing is that all I want you to do, yeah. But you just said it yourself. These people weren't stupid. They had my dude. These people were not stupid. And to think that they wouldn't have had this thought means you think highly of your own thought process. You already said they're smart, right? So just do something called give them the benefit of the doubt and just know that it's not millimeter accurate, but it was good enough. And we have the actual measurements today. When we compare them, they were pretty fucking good. So basically, I don't care how, whatever they did fucking worked. So point is, I don't have to fucking do this mental exercise. I have a map of today's, I have a map of theirs. They're pretty fucking close. God damn, they were good. Alright? Simple enough argument. Don't beat it so hard. Use this same ability because that's one of the things that stops people. And it shouldn't. They had a map. It worked. They may not have known how accurate it was. We do. Turns out they were really fucking accurate. Good job, boys. Simple. People beat that shit down. Like, oh, no, I don't believe it. But the problem with doing that is you deny a reality that existed just because you don't want to believe it or don't care about the evidence, never searched yourself, or some other thing. The problem with this, and the reason why I do this with people, is because the the ability for people to just not go with a very simple argument. They were a map of topography. Hard to believe, right? Well, check it out. It's as simple as a rope and a rock. Well, there are currents down there. True, I get it. But when we compare the maps, they got it right. So I don't care if there's currents. They got it right. Oh, I can't follow that. That's so simple, right? We have evidence of how they did it. That's what makes it even easier. Yeah, it's government documented in Europe. It was That's why I picked it. Because what I'm trying to do is use simple arguments that are tricky to understand at first, but easy to grasp once you get a little evidence. See, you're doing exactly what I want you to do. You're just doing it like so many people. You're fighting it. And so what I want to happen, no, no. Yeah, so it's fine. I can drop it at any moment because here's why, and I said it already. I did. I already addressed this issue because I knew you'd ask it. Why argue? Because it's not a fucking contentious issue. I'm not trying to do anything bad. It's that it is very detrimental. Like, okay, Jordan's mom in situation is absolutely rooted in the inability to handle simple, basic arguments. It's too much sauce. I don't like it. I don't give a fuck. Simple arguments, both sides, and neither one of them can figure it the fuck out. This happens everywhere all the time, and people just don't understand all this complicated shit. It's seriously so why am I arguing? It's not arguing. It's what I'm doing is people have something going on where me saying that soundings of the ocean floor existed and then how fucking hard that was to get through, right? And you're not even that difficult of a guy. Yeah? Because that's what it's not sound. And I'm doing it. That's okay. That's okay. But this is what science. Well, here's what's up. Here's what's up. Check it out, though. No, it's not pointless, and I know it seems like that. The point is exactly is because it's so simple and you don't get it, and it's okay because that's why I do these. It's the only reason. It's simple and you should have it by now. You don't have it now and you keep wondering. I have. I literally addressed your argument before you asked it. You didn't get it then. Still asked the argument. I answered it. You still don't get it. I'm telling you it's a simple argument. You wonder what it's all about. Alright. You want the actual answer to the original argument. It's this. It's 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 hard and tricky to understand that back then that back then that they had topography maps of the ocean. How the fuck did they do that? Well, let's find a little evidence. Oh, they dropped fucking ropes down there. When they dropped those ropes, they called it taking they called it see, I'm already addressing your issue before you ask it and you still can't let it be simple. They called it a sounding. That's their word for dropping a rope. Don't know why they called it that. It's what they did. They called it that. Okay? I found it out. That's why I used the word. There you go. That's where you win. I wanted you right there. Because this is, and so here's what happened. This is, I know, but that's the problem is it's not that irritating. I know, no, it is irritating. I know it is, but it shouldn't be. It shouldn't be. And if you ever do some soul searching, and dude, trust me, I don't attack. It's not my gig. Oh, see, you can't just, dude, trust me, I'm done with it. I know, I know. But if you listen to the next words, is that I don't attack, and I'm not that guy. So you still don't let me just say what I mean, and you still ask me what I mean because you cut me off when I say what I mean. But hey, it was interesting. It was interesting. It's over. But that's why I do it. Because people get fucking violent taking the knowledge that there was a map. And I'm not trying to provoke them.